Oh, hey, this is Ted and Andy have more to say. Thank you so much for checking us out. We are in Swiss Chalet, one of the Swiss Chalet locations in the city of Calgary. My name is Ted Henley.
And I'm Andrew Schultz. And yes, you worked on this for a long time because we can go anywhere we want. The Swiss Chalet is coast to coast, and you said, I'm gonna put some phone calls out, make it happen, and tip of the hat to you.
Put some phone calls in, and here we are. And I mean, anyone who watches the show knows how much you and I are a fan of this. And it's the whole nostalgic thing, reminds us of childhood memories. I still come today, I mean, because I love the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
And they've got a new kind of a new boy on the menu, so to speak.
The new team member, and this is really cool because the rotisserie chicken, you come here for that. The ribs, like I say, my favorite ribs you can get at a restaurant. But the rotisserie beef, it's funny because as soon as they put on, I think they're doing beef. Apparently, it is in the rotisserie. It is slow and low for 11 hours. Ooh. And of note, if you like horseradish sauce, or if you don't like horseradish sauce, this is the one for you because it's a mildish, smoothed out horseradish. Oh, but it still has that kick to it. But I am really surprised, and I love this. My issue is now like what to choose, but the rotisserie beef here at Swiss Chalet, give it a shot. You know what's interesting is I call this comfort food. Family times, and you want to just relax and have a great meal with family. Something that you were, and this is my segue here, something that you brought to my attention, and we talked a bit on breakfast television about, is sleep. Speaking of comforts and the necessities, sleep is very important, and you know what? Some athletes using it to their advantage.
I mean, doctors have been talking about this, and scientists for a long time about how important it is for human beings to get enough sleep, right? For your brain, your physical power. Professional sports teams are really jumping on this, and we're here, of course, in Canada. So hockey is the number one sport in the country, of course. It's our national pastime. Mm-hmm. We have two national sports, but there's one national pastime, and that's hockey. A couple of hockey teams in particular are using things like chamomile, lavender, tart cherry juice to try and start like their athletes to kind of do that wind down mentally so they get a good deep sleep. And the reason that they go to these efforts to make sure that these athletes get the sleep that they need is because sleeping 4 hours a night for a week. So if you got terrible sleep for a week,
whole week,
it reduces your testosterone level by an equivalent of 11 years of aging. So think about this, all right? One of the best players up and coming in the league, a guy named Connor McDavid.
Oh, yeah.
He's a teenager. Johnny Gaudreau, young 20s for the Calgary Flames, our hometown team, right? These guys would be playing, instead of as a 20-year-old, they would be playing like a 31-year-old.
Oh, my gosh.
Just because of sleep. That's how important it is.
And what's cool is the implements you're talking about, all natural.
All natural.
We're not talking about popping a sleeping pill or some kind of a drug. They steer away from that because they want to keep it down.
I think they have to as well because of the Olympic rules with the whole, you never know which drugs are banned.
NHL drug testing too,
some of these professional athletes, they have Olympic aspirations. They want to represent their countries, right? But yeah, the natural way of trying to get yourself to, I mean, lavender's been known for years. Calm down. And you were saying that another study or something that you were talking about, heard about recently, is, of course, sleep does more than just help rest.
Absolutely. They talk about when it comes to illness, when you say to your kids, it's good to take, because your body can really regenerate the cells and heal itself while you're asleep because you're not moving, and there's that part. But I always say that the number one thing, and you can tell this by mind and just mental well-being, it is so true when people say, sleep on it. Have the worst day of your life, have something on your mind, go to bed at a decent hour, wake up.
So true.
Oh boy, the perspective, because the mind gets bogged down. And more they talk about the mind, and I heard this in an interview in the past couple of months here, that the mind acts like an archive, and while we sleep, it takes long-term memories and kind of stores them away where they. So it's kind of a cleaning process and a clean sweep for your brain. So besides the fact that the testosterone, and I mean, if I can gain 11 years with my testosterone, that won't be a bad thing. Yeah.
Imagine that though. Like if you get only 4 hours sleep for 7 days in a row, it ages you 11 years.
11 years.
Performance-wise, right?
It's changing the physiology of a human being. Yeah. Incredible stuff. But in the meantime, sleep is safe for a different time. I think we should dig in.
Big thank you to our friends at Swiss Chalet, letting us into one of their locations in the city of Calgary. The ribs are good, the chicken's good, the beef is something that you love now. Check it out if you can. And of course, this is Ted and Andy have more to say. If you haven't noticed, below all of these things on our website, you can comment. Maybe you think we're fools. Maybe you think we're idiots.
Mom, don't comment. And in the meantime, how about some shooters? Want to do some Swiss Chalet sauce shooters?
No, but I'm going to have a fry.
I might go in the back.
Thanks for checking us out.